What's up, beer drinkers? How y'all doing this week? Oh, we got another great show for you again this week. Not only do we drink and review some delicious beers, but in our beer news, we talk about forever chemicals in beer. We talk about the 5-time beer mile champ, and also how Heineken 0.0 became the cool NA beer. In our Cöld Brüe List, yep, it's that time again. Time for pumpkin beers. We list the highest rated pumpkin beers on Untappd. And then speaking of Untappd, then we untap our beers. We rate our beers on Untappd. And then in our Drunken Shenanigans, we talk. Sorcerer Chromatic talks about going to a wedding of one of his fraternity brothers and talk about preseason football. And then I have a little snippet of movie time. I went to 2 movies this past weekend. And so I talk a little bit about those guys. All right, don't forget to follow us on Untappd and Instagram. And, you can download this show as well as all of our other shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean.com. All right, without further ado, it's time for another Cöld Brüe. Coming at you pre-recorded from Cöld Brüe Studios. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we're here to talk about beer.
Yes, we are.
How you doing this week, man?
Oh, not bad. Not bad. Football's back. Everyone had a game. Preseason. I'm always it's only preseason guy. Don't get too down, don't get too happy.
Right.
And then
yeah.
I got little stories to share in the Drunken Shenanigans part 2.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get to because I have some thoughts about about our team, about their first preseason game. So we'll wait till then. But let's get to the beer then. Let's get to the beer then. Well, then let's get to the beer since we're gonna wait till later. Shall we?
Sure.
All right, today I have in front of me from our good friends at Abomination Brewing Company out of North Haven, Connecticut. I have their Midsummer's Night Snack. I like it. It's a stout.
Hey, this is a kid show. Sorry.
It's a what do you call it?
Family show.
Yeah, it's a family show. It's a stout. It's got that creepy looking dude on the label, as you can see. It is a 7% alcohol by volume stout with chocolate, marshmallow, graham cracker, and milk sugar. So it's basically like a s'more stout, right?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So I'm excited to try this one. So without further ado, pop off. I don't have any more info on it than just that, but I mean, that's pretty much everything anyway.
Yeah. I have from our friends at Faction Brewing.
Yeah.
Up in Alameda. I have their 1970s lager.
Oh, wow. It's been around since then, huh?
Yes. Speaking of short, the website just says this: 1970s lager, 3.9% ABV, industrial lager brewed with corn.
Industrial too, huh?
Yeah. So it says, but the can has a little bit more. It's a premium lager. The hop is Hallertau Mittelfrüh. The malts are American Pilsner and American corn. This is a lighter one, 3.90 ABV. Today I'm respecting it because I'm hungover. I went to a wedding last night. Shout out to my boy. I'll get more into my drunken shenanigans, but I thought I'd feature this show because number one, Faction, still a fan. I don't get out there as much as I used to.
Right.
Don't order them as much as I used to. However, they're intrigued. I know that they do represent at Firestone Walker. So hey, still love the guys. So without any further ado, pop off. But I went hard at this wedding. It was at a winery/brewery.
Oh shit.
Open bar. Damn.
Open bar, dude.
Oh, you're gonna hate me. Yeah, The name of the brewery was oh, son of a bitch. But they had this bomb ass red ale. I was digging it. It was super malty.
Yeah,
It was right up
you were
my alley.
feeling it that night.
Yeah. And it was like it was under 6. It was like 5 and change. I want to say 5.8 or maybe 5.3.
Okay.
But but open bar, I definitely got my fill. Uh Damn, I'll think of it. Well, and I know too. I'm saying damn because the winery is named Damn. It's out in Hollister. I'll figure it
Oh,
out real
okay.
quick.
All right. Yeah, yeah. We'll circle back to it. Maybe between now and Drunken Shenanigans, you could look it up when I'm going off on something.
Or I could do it now.
All right. Well, let me get to this Abomination, this Midsummer's Night Snack. I like it because it's not super sweet. You know, some of these pastry stouts or dessert stouts, whatever you want to call it, are very cloying because there's so much sugar in it. It almost becomes too saccharine. And no, this one is it does have the sweetness of the marshmallow, but also has the spice of the graham and the roastiness and bitterness of the chocolate. And the milk sugar is there, but I get it more the milk sugar, not as like the sweetness part, but just in the mouthfeel because it gives it a heavier mouthfeel. So this was really good, man. They did a really good job on this Midsummer's Night Snack, and the Midsummer is spelled like that, like with an O instead of a U and two M's. It's an O and one M.
Ew,
It's
clever.
like a variation of it. I don't know. I haven't seen. I like horror movies. I've never seen the Midsummer movie. And that one's got like an O and but two M's and an A. I think AR. I haven't seen that one yet. I don't know what was my problem. I've heard that one's good and Heretic is good. I think those are both by the same either director or production company, but they're in the same realm. And I've heard they're really good. I just haven't seen them yet. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I went to go see a horror movie this weekend too. Maybe I'll get to it
Uh,
later, but yeah.
cool. Well, were you talking about your beer? I was
Yeah.
sipping mine. It's got a lot of multi notes to it. I know I said what did I say? How do you say it? Hallertau hops.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that isn't the most bold hop. I mean,
No,
it
it's
does
not.
have the dankiness, so it complements this one being a lager, more malt forward, and very very crisp. Not too light. I mean, like I said, it's a 3.9. Yeah, it doesn't taste like it's water. I think it's more of just hey, it happens to be a 3.9 rather than they were going for something light.
Gotcha. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, we will rate our beers later on during our Untappd portion of the show. Don't forget to follow us on Untappd. Search Cöld Brüe Podcast and friend us, and we'll friend you back. But right now, it's time for some beer news. Oh, it cut it like it cut off like the first like half a second. Let me try that again. I got to set up my my mixer a little bit better, my sound bar, because I was messing around with the buttons earlier and I was pressing them just to make sure they were activated, but I wasn't listening to them, and I think it stopped like a half a second into each of them, and that's why it just repeat instead of going back to the beginning like it should. And I could that's in the settings part, but that's neither
Hey,
here
like
nor there.
my
Yeah.
old flight instructor said, don't think, just do.
Oh, where's he at now?
Um, I think he's still in North Island.
Oh, okay. Right on. All right, let's get to the beer news, I should say. St. Louis beer contains forever chemicals, a new study finds. So if
Ooh,
you're in
that's a
St.
good value.
Louis,
I'm
yeah, be
sorry,
careful.
but you get him
Recent
forever. You don't lose.
I know, right? More bang for your buck. A recent study found that some beer produced in the US, including in St. Louis, contains PFAs, which are human-made compounds that accumulate in the human body and don't easily degrade. Studies have indicated the presence of PFAs in St. Louis area water. St. Louis is a city known for its beer. A recent study indicates that some of the beer produced in the United States, including St. Louis, contains I apologize for butchering this word. Polyfluoroalkyl and perfluoroalkyl substances, also known as PFAs or forever chemicals. I don't know if it's a keel or a kyle or kill, but regardless, the study titled Hold My Beer was led by Jennifer Hopenick Redmond at Research Institute RTI International. Speaking of Redmond, because this is spelled Redmon, but you know Redman, the rapper.
Yeah, Reggie Noble. What's up?
Yeah, the Bricks, right? He's out of the anyway on Apple
Straight out of
Music.
Jersey.
every time they announce, I say, oh, play. In fact, it was today. I was play the Blackout album by Method Man and Redman, and Siri pipes back, sure, I'll play the Blackout album by Method Man and Redman.
Yeah.
Gee, thanks. But they used to be Too Short was $2 Hort.
Oh, hey.
At least they fixed that part. All right, let's get back to the beer. We essentially were wondering whether the PFA's presence in municipal drinking water at brewing locations influenced what was in the final beer that consumers were drinking, Redmond says. The answer to, I want to say Redman now. The answer to that question was yes. Redmond and her team found that areas with high concentrations of PFAs in their water also had higher concentrations in their beer. Beer is more than 90% water, and beer filtration isn't meant to filter PFAs out. So, beer produced in areas with chemicals in the water will likely contain them. The study found that a popular nationally consumed beer from St. Louis County contained multiple PFAS compounds, but not at levels that exceed the EPA's health standards. In total, 94 beers from 23 brands were tested. She said that some beers tested did exceed the health standards, including some from North Carolina and Michigan. Breweries can do several things to filter out the chemicals from their beer, Redmond said. They can work their water utilities to see if they are planning to treat their water. Breweries can also do their own filtration during the brewing process that's optimized to actually remove PFAS compounds. These processes include activated carbon and reverse osmosis. She said consumers who are concerned about the chemicals in the environment or in the beer should consider their purchases. Hey, that's a kind of a I don't know, a hot topic or maybe a more recent concern is PFAs not only in the water but in the foods we consume. Is that a big concern for you and your wife about not only you guys but also your kids?
I mean, yeah, we do try to. We're in that whole, the reduce as much processed foods when possible. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like we're hardcore into it, as I don't know, some might argue you should be.
Mm-hmm.
However, yeah, I mean, you got to be safe, you got to do the smart choices, and yet, you know, I hate to say it, but is it just two manufacturers just taking shortcuts to get their product in under a certain cost,
Right. Yeah.
not taking too many precautions or not uh, being cautious of what they materials they have? In this case, what water that's contaminated. I mean, you got to be
Yep.
safe. I mean, we could argue to the health risks of alcohol in general, whether it's 100% organic or not. So, yeah, I know I was joking around forever chemicals and stuff, but no, that's stuff that you really don't want to be um careless with.
Yeah. Because I mean, who knows where it gets to in your body? Probably everything from your skin to your brain. All the organs probably get it if you ingest it. In fact, I was a big well, just because it's a cheap way to do it, but I got rid of all my plastic spatulas and got silicone because of that paper that came out like 6 or 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Like it was a big to do like in social media to get rid of your black plastic, if anything, and trade them in for silicone based spatulas and cookware.
I mean, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, I have like bamboo cutting boards and you know, the like.
Yeah.
I try to use yeah, I have silicone spatulas as well.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
my wife has a bunch of them because she has that bread hobby, and yeah, we got a lot of fancy cookware. Although, yeah,
Pampered chef.
yeah, but just top of my mind, it's I, I didn't realize it was for the safety of it. I just thought it was like just the fancy chic better product to use rather than
Yeah.
just going with something cheap and inexpensive.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, because I had some plastic cutting boards for a while because they're thin. You could throw them in the dishwasher and they're easy to clean. But then then that whole PFA talk, like I got rid of them. Because I had wood cutting boards and washing
Yeah.
them and keeping them oiled, mineral oil, was just a pain in the ass. But like, just every little bit, I guess. That's just my own anxiety, I guess, taking over.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. All right. That's enough about PFAs and all that. Let's go on to the next story. Remember, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I was talking about the beer mile, and I was asking if you could ever do one.
Oh yeah,
Well, they held the beer mile, and this story is meet the 5-time beer mile world champion. This guy's won 5 years in a row. Corey Belmore keeps dominating the Beer Mile World Classic, which involves running after glugging 4 drinks. I don't know about I don't know about the choice of using the word glugging.
yeah.
Um,
Right,
I would have said pounding, but that's me.
right.
I'm
How's
not. I'm not the editor. Corey
ooh
Belmore.
potential list story or
Corey.
poll? What's your favorite term for drink? That's not drink. That's
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Remember we used to have the cold brew or cold brew polls?
question. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe we should bring that back. All right. But when everyone does their March Madness, oh, what's your favorite pizza or what's your favorite
yeah.
fucking sandwich or whatever, burger or fast food
Here's
joint?
what the Mount Rushmore of drink terms.
Well, I was thinking March Madness of
Yeah,
drinking
I
terms
know.
like glugging. That was terrible. That's a first round knockout if you ask me.
Yeah, that shouldn't even made the tournament.
Corey Belmore doesn't enjoy the same name recognition as Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt. He hasn't amassed the earnings or brand endorsements of LeBron James or Lionel Messi. Hey, what about Michael Jordan? Yet over the past 5 years, this unassuming 30-year-old Canadian has put together an extraordinary level of dominance that may be unprecedented in world sport. His achievements surpassing anything that his better known peers have achieved. Belmore's sport of choice is the beer mile, which involves downing 4 beers while running a mile really fast. He has won the Beer Mile World Classic, an international event which brings together the best of the best in drinking beer and also running a mile. For the past 5 years in a row, a staggering success in a hotly contested event. The rules of the beer mile are simple. Athletes must drink a beer, then run a lap of a 400-meter track. The competitors then drink another beer and also on until a mile is completed. The beer must be at least 355 milliliters or 12 ounces in volume and no less than 5% ABV, with contestants choosing their own beer and whether to use cans or bottles. Vomiting is punished by running an extra lap. Oh, man. Can you imagine that? You're puking and then you're like, fuck, I got to run another lap. It's a sport that is equal parts gastric challenge and athletic endeavor, beermile.com says, and Belmore is the best of the best. I guess it was just a matter of time, right? Before, someone was going to come and dominate the sport. Like, I don't know why they didn't include Joey Chestnut, in their little list in the beginning of the story. 'Cause that's what comes to mind when it comes to gastronomical gastro events, right? Would be Joey Chestnut and who's that? Kobayashi as well.
Right.
Did you watch the? Speaking of which, did you watch or did you hear about the hot dog the Nathan's hot dog challenge this 4th of July?
This year, no, Chestnut won, right?
Yeah, but I think he didn't compete last year because of some like the Major League Food
Yeah, like
network or whatever.
again too. Yeah, like he was in a contract that was that like boxed him out for promotion and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, it was a same. It was almost the same thing that blacklisted Kobayashi too, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's all political, man. It's all politics, man.
Yeah. Big hot dog. That's another stupid.
Big hot dog. Oh, good one. All right, let's move on to the next story.
Big phallic shaped foods.
Yeah, not just hot dogs, but anything.
They're practically criminal industry right
Big wiener.
there. Yeah,
All
big.
right. All right. Let's move on.
Hey, I want to put a I want to copyright Big Hot Dog, by the way.
All right. We'll file after we're done.
Yes. We'll get our
All right.
lawyers on the
Yeah. Our cold brew lawyers.
yes, taking resumes daily.
This next story comes to us from Rolling Stone, so you know it's real. From Coachella to the F1 Grand Prix, how Heineken 0.0 won the race for non-alc coolness. I need to get that fucking drop. The what was his name? Dean Vermer? Dean Wormer from Animal House.
Yeah. 0.0.
Yeah. What was his name? Wormer, right?
Yeah. Or Werner or Wormer. Yeah. Something like that.
5 years ago, ordering a non-alcoholic beer at a music festival would have raised eyebrows. Today, it might just be the coolest move at the bar. And Heineken is a big part of the reason why. You may have already felt the vibe shift this festival season towards something new. Moderation. It seems like the long-standing grip that tall boys and watery cocktails in plastic cups have had on outdoor events is finally loosening as the sober, curious movement gains momentum. Whether that's the result of post-pandemic focus on mental health and self-care or just that Gen Z is the lamer generation, according to millennials on TikTok, has yet to be seen. Oh, it wasn't even boomers or Gen X, man. It was millennials are calling Gen Z the lamer generation. That's fucking awesome. But clearly there's a desire to celebrate without compromise. Arguably, the stigma for sober partying or sipping on a non-alc beverage has all but disappeared in the past few years. The 2023 Gallup survey found that alcohol consumption among U.S. adults under 35 has declined over the past 2 decades. In 2023, just 62% of young adults reported drinking alcohol, down from 72% in 2003. So 20 years earlier. But what exactly opened the door for this open soberness to flourish? Maybe it was as simple as brands making non-alc beverages cool again. For outdoor events or live shows, live concerts, a good portion of the venue revenue still comes from concessions. An Arizonan venue entertainment director reported that alcohol sales at shows with a majority Gen Z audience have dropped as much as 25% compared to concerts with older crowds, according to Billboard. The response to this slump in alcohol sales seems to have been offering more NA options, and leading the charge in this cultural shift is legacy brand that's about to reinvent itself without losing its roots, Heineken. While many beverage brands are just now trying to crack the code on making alcohol-free drinks feel more inclusive and most importantly not lame, not only has Heineken 0.0 had a head start, they've already crossed the finish line. Through smart partnerships in music, sports, and pop culture, Heineken didn't just join the non-alcoholic movement, but it helped define it. Here's how. Non-alcoholic beer in the U.S. has come a long way from a dusty shelf on the back of a liquor store shelf to the coolers at some countries' biggest music festivals. This is partially because for decades, non-alc beer was largely viewed as hand-waving compromise, while Anheuser-Busch and Pabst were some of the first to create what was called near beer, beer with an ABV of less than 0.5%. During Prohibition, products like O'Doul's, which launched in 1990, became one of the few mainstream recognizable names in the space. They were mainly consumed out of necessity, though, relegated to designated drivers, people in recovery, or those avoiding alcohol for religious or medical reasons. Flavor was an afterthought, and the cool factor, non existent. That all started to shift in the mid 2010s, driven by a perfect storm of changing attitudes towards wellness and, as discussed before, the cultural drinking habits. The rise of the sober curious movement, particularly among millennials and then Gen Z, pushed the conversation forward, as these generation weren't necessarily quitting alcohol altogether, but what they did crave was a bit more flexibility. There was always the question of why having fun on a dry night out meant regulating yourself to seltzer, water, or Diet Coke. At the same time, innovation in brewing technology, especially de-alcoholization techniques that preserve flavor and body, meant that non-alc beers were finally starting to compete with the real deal on taste. I think that's where it's at. That's why non-alc beers have become a little bit more popular, because they don't just taste like watered down water. They actually taste a little bit more like beer than O'Doul's, than the legacy non-alcoholic beers. Have you tried any of these other non-alcoholic beers like Athletic?
No, no. The only like thing I've ever had was the Lagunitas, the hop water, the hop
Oh
seltzer
yeah,
water.
yeah, yeah. You've talked about
That's
that.
what my
Your
wife
wife
drank
was drinking.
when yeah. Um, you know, I me getting some more years under my belt.
Yeah,
I can't hate on this. But I'm a little surprised too, because you and I know that the whole beer industry, especially the craft element, is so cutthroat and razor thin margins, that
yeah,
to go out there on this NA um um what do I say, this the NA side of it as well. I mean, what's the percentage of those drinkers too? So yeah, I'm not surprised that a larger company such as Heineken is kind of leading the way on this, because they probably have more resources up front to be doing stuff like this.
right, right. And I've seen it here in Arizona. I remember one of my friends that I used to drink uh, at festivals with her, and that's the first time I met. She was in the Girls Pine Out, the Arizona Girls Pine Out, and she decided to go sober. And she is actually, I don't know if it's a brewery or a tap room that's all NA beer and NA drinks with kombucha and seltzers and ciders and everything too. So I mean, it's a thing. It's a thing that's happening. It's one of the fastest growing market segments in the drinking culture, I guess you could say, or the drinking community. And yeah, it's not to be dismissed. Now, I don't know if Heineken is really the coolest out of all of this, like Rolling Stone is purporting in their article, but it's one of the big brands, it's one of the major brands, and so they sponsor a lot of stuff, and that's probably why they have the appearance as they are driving this more so than any other beers. But could barely tolerate Heineken to begin with, so Heineken without any alcohol in it, I don't know if I can go for that. But I wouldn't mind trying some of the I did the whole dry January thing a couple years ago and tried all those other beers that didn't have that were NA beers on the show. And yeah, the only one I didn't like was the Lagunitas NIPA. That was
Oh
that one
yeah,
was
I remember.
that was terrible. But the other ones are fine. I didn't have a problem with the other ones. They were what they were supposed to be. So to each their own, man. I mean, I'm not gonna force anyone to drink beer as far as I would force them to drink any beer. But if that's your thing, I'm all for it, man. If you want to be more healthy and you know experiment and be what do they call it? NA curious, you know.
Yeah.
But just like one of my old friends used to say, if you're gonna be gay, be gay.
Uh,
Thank you.
okay, Joey.
Anyway, so yeah, that's all I have for the beer news. Unless you want to add anything else, do you know what time it is?
I think I do.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment on Cöld Brüe because it's my favorite segment. It's time for the Cöld Brüe List.
Dun, dun, dun,
So, as we're recording this show, right, you could say we're transitioning to mid-August. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, it's coming
So-
out August 15th, this show.
I don't know if you feel this way or if our listeners feel this way, but for me, when you start talking mid-August, you're going to start talking pumpkin beer, right?
Ready or not, here I come.
Yes, here there. In fact, I got an email from Total Wine the other day for pumpkin beer, the
Oh, wow.
shipyard one. They always
Oh.
press that one. I wonder if they have some money invested with them or something. I don't know.
Maybe some kind of contract.
Yeah, that's a popular one, a common one. But yeah, that should be in your local Total Wine already. FYI, heads up.
Okay.
So for this week's list story, I have a list of the top rated pumpkin/yam beers according to Untappd,
Very nice.
which means you, the drinker, voted for this.
Right. So this is all everyone, our listeners' fault.
Yes, you
Okay.
shall be ridiculed accordingly.
Okay.
Number 15
Mm-hmm.
from Voodoo Brewing Company. The caution contains real pumpkin.
This is like the opposite of Catezdo Juice by Alvarado.
There you go.
What's the rating at?
Voodoo, where's Voodoo out of?
I don't know. I'll look it up while you give the rating.
I remember, was it Triple Voodoo that was up in the city?
Yeah, in San Francisco and the Dog Patch, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, south of China Basin, Oracle Park now.
Voodoo Brewing
Voodoo Brewing
is.
Company. This one, oh sorry.
Oh, they're out of Meadville, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. This one is ranked at 3.99 on this bad boy.
Ooh, just the RCH under 4.
Here's one from Allagash Brewing Company. The Ghouls Chip.
Oh, okay.
Like ghouls and then chip, like championship, I guess.
Mm.
This one comes in at 4.04. It's not found anywhere. Hey-o.
Well, you know what? It's probably like
Alert.
they are right next to the sea, so maybe they are in Portland, so maybe it's a ship, like as in like a ship, a vessel that is piloted by ghouls.
No, it's not spelled that way.
Oh, okay, all right.
CHIP.
I don't have it in front of me, so
Okay, moving on from Thirsty Dog Brewing Company, rated at 4.05. They're a barrel-aged imperial pumpkin ale.
oh, nice. Thirsty Dog is out of Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, real quick. Okay. Going back to Contains Real Pumpkin, they had about 2,500 ratings. Ghoul Ship had 4,700. I'm rounding, and Thirsty Dog had about 2,000. So also kind of shows the availability, if you will,
Right.
if all things being equal.
Mm-hmm.
So next from Zagover Brewing Company.
How do you spell that?
Leftover, ZAGOVOR Brewery. Okay. At 4.06, they're Leftover Cracker.
All right.
Hey, wasn't that your nickname in high school? No.
Just for one semester, but leave me alone. Why do you got to bring up bullshit? They're from the Moscow, actually, Moscow, Russia.
Oh, okay. They have about 3,700 ratings on this one, and it's 4.06.
I
Next
heard.
is from Ren House. Oh, from your neck of the woods.
Oh shit.
Again at 4.06. They're Barrel Aged Pie Thief 2019.
Oh, so right. So the one from 6 years ago.
Yes. This one is got almost 390 ratings. So smaller sample.
Big
So
time, yeah.
probably very limited release. But hey, your boys, right? Ren House?
Yeah, they put stuff out every year. They put Pipe Thief out every year, so it's always a different rendition because of agricultural differences and yeah, it's the terroir. What is it called? How do you pronounce that? But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But
Exactly what you're talking about.
yeah,
Don't
but
bring it up.
they didn't just come out with it in 2019 is what I'm saying. They come out and it's a special release, and if you are a part of their Saguaro Society, you always get a what do you call it? An allotment. But if you're not, then you have to be there, and hopefully they don't sell out.
The first rule of Saguaro Society is don't talk about
Hey, I try to get in 2 years. I was a little too late because it's only like very limited, and so I stopped trying after 2 years. It's fucking. I don't want to be a part of a.
political.
If I don't want to if you allow me to quote Groucho Marx, I don't want to be a part of a club that allows me as one of its members.
Yes, there you go. Next from Avery Brewing Company at 4.06, their Rumpkin beer. This one has over 32,000 ratings, so that's a very popular one. And they also have, well, I won't say it in case their other one is on here as well. But Rumpkin beer from Avery, I know you had that, right?
Oh yeah, the Rumpkin, yeah. That's a good one. They're out of Boulder.
9 is the. Oh.
I was going to say they're out of Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, and next is also the Avery, the Rumpkin, with that spelled with KY as in Kentucky because it's barrel aged, the barrel aged variant.
Yeah.
This one's a 4.10.
I've had that one.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I got that one through that Tavor or whatever, that one beer company.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When was the last time you got something from them? Been a while?
Oh yeah. Like I never renewed my subscription once I used my allotment.
Gotcha.
Are they even still around?
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're still a thing.
Okay. Next is from Masthead Brewing Company, 4.10. Their BBA Pumpkin Underverse.
Ooh,
This one
BBA
almost
pumpkin.
has 8. Yeah. This one almost has 800 ratings. Oh, going back to the Rumpkin with the barrel aged version, that one has 22,500 ratings. A little bit over. So yeah, they active up in Denver with their
they got a lot of distribution.
Yeah. That's true, but I don't get that one. I haven't seen it regularly. I had to use Tabor to get it. So.
Yeah, true. I see it down here in Arizona though, so they distribute very well down here. Masthead is out of Cleveland, Ohio, and I don't remember if I had any of their beers when I was in Cleveland, but I may have.
All right. Next, St. Arnold Brewing Company, the Pumpkinator with bourbon, cacao nibs, vanilla, and coffee.
St. Arnold, they're out of Texas.
Right.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah, they're Planet Houston.
Right. So this is Planet Houston.
Sorry, their rating was their average is 4.11 with almost 500 people rating.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, 500. That I mean, St. Arnold, didn't they get bought out by Miller?
Did they?
I think so at one point. And plus I'm also
you keep
searching.
up with all that stuff more than I do.
Yeah, I'm searching through my because I used to have this. So this is Planet Houston on my soundboard, but I don't have it anymore when I reset my mixer. Then
Yeah,
keep going.
ghetto. Um, Next is from Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company.
What? How do you
All
spell that?
right, Neshaminy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They're out of Croydon, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I have their bourbon barrel aged punkless dunkel. Well, that sounds good.
Oh yeah, that does
Dunkel,
sound really good.
gotta get up there. They are coming in at average rating of 4.11 with a little bit over 1,000 ratings.
What number was that in your list?
6.
6. Okay, so we got 5 more.
Final five here. Um, Again from St. Arnold, coming in at
Mm.
4.12. The Pumpkinator.
Is that collaborated with James Cameron or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, that one has 3,000 ratings. Coming in at number 4 from St. Arnold as well.
Wow.
The Pumpkinator, aged in bourbon barrels with cacao nibs, 2020, and this one has a 4.13 rating with a little bit over 700 people rating it. So a huge drop off in ratings
Yeah.
participants there.
Well, it's probably limited to the barrel size.
Okay, and then gotta keep an eye out for this one. Number 3 from Bottle Logic Brewing, Picture If You Will.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it's called. Picture If You Will.
Oh yeah.
It's 4.17. I like the name.
Yeah, that's
Reminds me of Prince.
the what's the
Or Twilight Zone.
yeah, Twilight Zone intro, yeah.
About 3,200 ratings on this one. I like the name of this one from Cigar City Brewing, number 2 at 4.20 ratings. Good Gourd Almighty. Rum barrel aged.
Ooh, rum barrel aged. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, yeah, Bottle Logic is out of Anaheim and Cigar City is out of Tampa.
Yeah. Also, real quick, I could see the rum barrel aging being a good complement too with the pumpkin.
Yeah, that Rum King by Southern Tier is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. There you go. Case in point.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 1 on this list, surprise, surprise, from St. Arnold Brewing Company, the Pumpkinator aged in bourbon barrels. So this is not the one with the cacao nibs. This is just the
Oh, okay.
regular BBA variant of Pumpkinator,
Yeah.
2020 edition. Uh, Highest rated at 4.23 with 1,500 people or so rating it.
Wow.
So
4.23.
hey,
That's huge.
there's your early marching orders, listeners.
Yeah.
Go out and get you some pumpkin beer.
Yeah, let's go down to Houston and raid the coffers.
Or
Right on. Cool, man. We'll have a pumpkin beer or two, um, probably in the next couple months on the show, right?
oh, for sure.
Yeah. Cool, man. Great list, and yeah, can't wait to see what you have for us next week. How's your beer treating you?
Good, good, almost gone.
All right, we're gonna rate our beers right now on Untappd. Excuse me, I did a little yawn there. I wasn't expecting that one. I know you had out of faction. I forgot what it was called though.
It's called 1970s
Oh, that's right.
Lager.
Does it have a stash on it too?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. None of our friends have rated it. What would you like to rate it at?
I'm gonna give this one a 3.5.
Okay, you're right there with pretty much everyone else. They give it it's an average of 3.64, 1.3 thousand. So 1,300 people rated it roughly. 3.5. What notes would you like to leave?
Well, What's it? Malty,
Okay.
light, and crisp.
Light and crisp. Oh, why did it? I mean, I must have misspelled light because it changed it to little. Light. There you go. And crisp, save, and check in. This Abomination Midsummer's Night Snack is really good. It's not, like I said in the beginning, it's not overly sweet. It's not gonna, give you a cavity. So I really appreciate that in these types of beers where it has a lot like marshmallow and milk sugar and everything. So I'm gonna give this one a 4.5. I really dig it. I like it a lot. I would drink another, and I'm glad I would drink another because I bought a 4-pack. So let's see, mid summer night snack. There it is. Oh, it's an overall rating of 3.91. So I'm gonna give it a little bump. None of our friends have rated it right now, and I'm gonna say it is roasty and roasty, full bodied, and but not cloying. Oh, full bodied and sweet, but not not cloying. There we go. And save and check in. All right, so you have a lot to get to. So where do you want to start? You want to start in football? You want to start somewhere else?
Well,
the wedding.
yeah. I'll start with. I'll start. Yeah, I'll start. I went to a wedding. A friend of mine. He technically it's his 5-year anniversary. He renewed his vows, but because if you do the math, he got married during COVID, so he really couldn't have a full on wedding with reception.
Yeah,
So it was
reception.
kind of
Yeah.
like to their get back on that, which was cool because I saw a bunch of guys I haven't seen. My friends I haven't seen in a while. That collectively, I've seen them here and there and stuff. So
one on one though.
yeah, right. Or in way smaller groups in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that said, it was out at a winery out in Hollister, California, which is this little small. Well, actually, I don't say little because it's got a lot of land, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
this was,
Yeah. The
we're
population.
taking dirt. Yeah, we're taking dirt roads to get to a winery lot. So way out there. Worth the drive, and this winery is called Damm, and they also have a brewery on site, the Pinnacles Brewery, and yeah, they had this red that was my best friend all night, man. It was good.
Well, there's a state park called Pinnacles, like around that area too, right?
Right, the Pinnacles. Yeah, it's I think it's like I don't know if it's climbing or hiking that it's known for, but it's not just
Yeah.
a an open area that's flat. It's got some unique terrain to it for the area. So yeah. But yeah, it's a fun time. Of course, went with the wife. She had a good time. She knows my group of friends a lot better now too. So she was a lot more comfortable in hanging out and stuff. So it was all good.
Right on. And then yeah. What did they have like a theme or anything? It was just like
Oh yeah, they're big nerds. So they did a Star Wars / Disney. So yeah, it was total casual. So yeah, it's a fun time.
did you wear
They came
your
out with
Jar Jar
lightsabers and
Binks
stuff,
costume?
right?
Cool, man.
What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, a lot of my friends too asked for you, asked how you were doing and stuff like that too. So it was cool.
Yeah,
Showing
because
what you're up
yeah,
to.
especially your line. I know your line more
Uh,
than the others.
oh yeah.
That's always a fun time to see old friends and just to reconnect. And then yeah, so let's talk about, you didn't go, did you go to the game? The Fortnite game?
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't. It overlapped with that event. So.
Oh yeah, it's on the
So
same day. That's right.
yeah, I didn't see it. I just read the stat line and read some comments, and that was about it.
I saw that our little group see Faust and LT went to the game, right?
Yeah.
Did LT go to the game, or did he give his tickets to his daughter and so she could take her son to his first game?
No, yeah, he went. He
Oh,
went.
he
I
did.
gave him our tickets. Yeah, I gave him our
Okay.
tickets. So like, a lot of his family went with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to
The
name and everyone, but yeah,
Yeah. So LT's grandson got to go to his first game. So that's kind of cool.
second game, but yeah,
Oh, his second. Oh, he went last. Well, it seemed like he was more present or knew what he was what was happening.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was a lot younger last season,
Yeah.
but again, he's only been to preseason games. He hasn't been to the whole thing.
Yeah. And our buddy Faust, he took his son to his first game, and he's what, like
Yeah,
7 or 8 now?
I believe so.
Maybe even older. Maybe he's like 9 or 10. Like, apologize
I
to
think
Faust because he listens sometimes. So
sometimes maybe this
yeah.
ain't one of them. Yeah,
But still, he got to go to his first game, and maybe he can convert. Like, you don't want to force your kids to watch, but you kind of hope they want to.
right.
Are you gonna take when do you take your girls to a preseason game each year, right? You're gonna go the next one?
Yeah, we're gonna try to go next one.
Oh, okay. Who they play? Is it the Broncos?
They played the Broncos or on the
Saturday.
week one. Yeah,
Yeah.
then they go to Vegas. Next week. They're the day after the show drops, and then they finish up at home against the LA Chargers.
Oh, okay. Harbaugh back in town,
Yeah,
huh? Remember that time we had dinner with Harbaugh?
yeah.
Still had a highlight of my NFL life.
Good tipper too. That guy.
What did you think about the game, man? Like, they scored 9 points in the first quarter, the 49ers did, and then that's it. Then they got shut out the rest of the game.
Yeah. Again, I didn't see the game. I just read about it. I didn't realize how it went. I saw all the quarterbacks threw picks. You know, and I was telling my wife this. It's the whole preseason mentality. It's like you could either, when it's preseason and you win, you're happy. You say that the team looks solid, whether the starters started got in some good work and or the backups are there. We got some good depth versus you lose and you say, it's only preseason. We're just looking at guys. We're giving guys chances, or to get some real life reps, and the game didn't matter. So obviously we lost. I'm kind of in the second camp. I'm not going to make too much of it because, yeah, I mean, our starting quarterback didn't play, which tells you a lot of the other personnel that did and didn't play too. So
Yeah, I looked at the box score. I'm like, I was like, the what do you call it? The guys from the fans from the movie Major League. Like, who are these
they're
fucking
shitty.
guys?
Oh,
No, not the groundskeepers, the
uh,
fans. Where they're like, who are these fucking
yeah,
guys?
yeah. Willie Hayes, Ricky Vaughn.
That's the camp I was in. Like, I was looking at the box
Oh,
score, and the only one I recognized was Mac Jones because he was the first round draft pick of like 3 years ago for the Patriots.
yeah,
And then
right.
he's the backup or the projected backup for the 49ers this year. And so I saw he started, and then the other guy, then everyone else, like all the running backs and wide receivers. In fact, at halftime, I'm like, we only threw to 6 fucking guys. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't see George Kittle. I didn't see McCaffrey. I didn't see Purdy. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're not. This first game was not about the number ones. Maybe next week we'll have maybe one drive with the number ones, or and
Probably.
then and then week 3 maybe 2 drives, or maybe even none again, because you don't want to risk injury.
Yeah, back in the day, 3 years ago, when they had 4 preseason games, that was kind of the games 1 and 2 were kind of like whatever you want to do, but game 3 was traditionally the dress rehearsal. The starters would at least go to halftime,
Yeah,
and then
maybe a quarter.
you're right, depending on who your starting quarterback is,
Right.
Um, but then week 4 was just all the fringe guys. Like, let them get some reps, or even some tape if they're gonna get picked up when they get released from you. So yeah, I want to say maybe game 2. Yeah, maybe the starters do a drive or two, and then again you're giving other guys with less experience or new to the system some more reps.
Right. Yeah. It's still like I don't even think the league knows what to do with the preseason now that it's only 3 games.
Right.
As far as like the rhythm that you want to set, because yeah, like 3-4 years ago, it was always known game 3 was a dress rehearsal. So now it's like when is the dress rehearsal, and if we have it, how long is it going to last? So definitely not the whole game, but yeah, so yeah, I'm just excited football's back. But in a couple weeks we'll have our coach's corner show, right?
Right.
Yeah. Was there 7? I haven't even counted. Like 7 new,
Yeah.
8, something like that. I thought last year was a lot. I think this year's more. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant 7 years we've been doing it.
Might be the same.
Right. With that said, I was thinking about the whole what do I want to say? Yeah, maybe next week we do like a recap, a history of Coach's Corner, like the most teams, the most the participants, what you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. But I'll look through it,
Yeah,
and you could look through it too if you want, and we'll
yeah,
come up with some kind of list. I like it.
right,
I like it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go, man. I wish it was next week,
uh,
but and shit. And then I'll be down there in September. I'll be up there in September for a game, and I can't wait. I mean, the only reason I chose that game, it wasn't because it's my birthday weekend, but it's the only reason I chose that weekend was because of the schedule that I have with not only work but my daughter and just life. And that was the best. And the 49ers home game schedule too. That was the best out of all of them because it's not like a Thursday or a Monday or a Sunday night. It's like a regular Sunday afternoon game.
yeah, or
That's the only reason I chose that game. But I'm kind of excited to see Travis Hunter and see what he could do in the league.
okay,
On the other side of the ball, on our side of the ball, I'm excited just to see any of our guys perform to the highest level, especially Fred Warner.
Fred Warner.
Yep. All right, man. Anything else you'd like to add to this episode of Cöld Brüe Podcast?
Shoot, I was just on the verge of it. Hold on, let me see my phone, see if that reminds me. No.
Oh, well, I got something. If you want to look at your phone, maybe stall for you real quick. I went to go see 2 movies this weekend. So on Saturday, I went to see Freakier Friday because my daughter wanted to go see that. Yeah, I was like, come on, man. Really? Do I have to go see this? I wanted to go see the movie Weapons because I like horror movies. And I know my daughter likes to see scary movies. So I suggested that to her. But nope, she wanted to go see Freakier Friday because she likes the original Freaky Friday. Not the original, but the one with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis when they came out in the 90s. So she likes that one. So she wanted to see the sequel. So I had to go see it and experience it. It was, I mean, it was good. I was entertained. It wasn't a good movie, as far as like cinema goes, but it was fine. I laughed, and I was entertained. But I went to go see Weapons today, the scary movie Weapons, and I'm glad I didn't go see it with my daughter, to be honest, because she would have been bored. No, she would have been bored. Like it's very slow. It's a big slow build to the end, but the end is a really good payoff if you sit there and watch the movie and pay attention to what's going on. The end is really good and very rewarding. So I like it because it took me a long time to get into it because it was slow. It's like I'm at the movie theater, so I'm not gonna be on my phone, scrolling or anything. But yeah, I was like, I was putting myself in my daughter's place. I'm like, oh my God, she would have been so bored at this. There's a couple quick little jump scares, and I was waiting for it to get going. It never really did get going. But by the end, I'm like, oh, the payoff is grand. But you don't have to see it in the theater. It's not one of those where you have to go see it in the theater. Just wait for it to come out on your TV and it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I have.
Cool.
All right, so thank you for downloading yet again another Cöld Brüe podcast. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we'd like to wish you cheers.
Until next time.